So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So it's away we go then. Kivior makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
He's a player who just seems to have a radar for danger. It's as simple as that. And he's great at picking the right moment to step in and break up an opposition attack. I'd be surprised if they don't put in a decent defensive showing with him in place.
Yeah, I'd have picked him to... Goes for the shot!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. Odegaard. And it's Marino. And here's Havertz. And it's Rice. Calafiori. Now that looks a decent ball. Ricky Puig. Araujo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rice. Eze. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. Here's Ricky Puig. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Serginho. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now this could be a chance. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Havertz. Timber.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Played in deep. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Subimendi. Eze. Out towards the flank. Has crossed into the middle. Araujo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Kivior promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, they can break here. And he cuts out the supply. Khan sends that a long way. Great vision. Spread neatly. Havertz is onto it in a flash. Serginho has it in a wide position. Saliba getting this one clear. Back in once more. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Gattuso. Now it's Havertz. He's found a way through. Odegaard. He's having a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Odegaard. Timber. And it's Odegaard. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Look at the space here. Calafiori gets into some space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Marino. Oh, well played. Serginho could move up a gear here. Serginho goes on a charge down the left. Subimendi. Odegaard. Now Timber. Now it's Havertz. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the half-time whistle goes. And the second half gets underway. Rice. Timber. Subimendi. For Rice. Looking tidy in possession here. Not the most convincing of passes. Serginho. And it's Nacho. Threads one in. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. Rice. And it's Timber. Now Kivior. Now it's Havertz. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gets a good foot in there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Havertz. Rice. Merino. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mbappe. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Merino. No, he's had it taken off him. He is through here. Van Dijk. Crosses it in, shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And it's Timber. Well, that has not gone well. Timber is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Havertz. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And he's intervened well there. Short changes him with that pass. Serginho.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Kivior attempts a clearance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Subimendi. Arsenal finding their passes. And it's Subimendi. And it's Erdegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Havertz plays it in. Tries to get it clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for the run. That's headed upfield. Eze looks to get on the end of this. Ibrahimovic. Serginho. Now it's Bebeto. Bebeto! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Bebeto simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
It's not an especially good pass, that. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Calafiori.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and
Played
quickly.
back in. Played out to the left flank. And it's Eze.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Now it's Bebeto. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ibrahimovic.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! The most decisive of all goals. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both. Due! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kukcu. Van Basten. Bastoni. And it's Musiala. That pass has been well intercepted. And he welcomes it in. Takes a shot! Oh, that's just stunning!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Look, oh, he's been caught on it here. Musiala. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. Cruyff.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Knocks it into space. Kukcu. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Nagatomo. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Portugal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And he's forced to go back. Marquinhos. For Conte. Hakimi. Hakimi charging forward down that flank. Fermin picks it up out wide.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Played it again. Climbs up big. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Rijkaard. And it's Musiala. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Nagatomo delivers. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hakimi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Knocks it out wide.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good run down the left. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Van Basten. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Can he finish? Nagatomo gets rid without sophistication. And that's definitely not his best. Van Basten. Van Basten in the hunt and looking threatening. Doué. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Van Basten. That ball looks a good one. And he's surging through. Pass is just off target. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Van Bouten. And it's Doué. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
He's having a go! And the ball's come loose here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cruyff quietly revving up. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, easy pickings there. Portugal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Conte. And it's Azar. Played out wide. Played back in. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
Van Basten! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Kukçu. Some really good ball movement. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. It's Van Basten! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2, then. Van Basten! And that is wildly off target. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only 1 down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Musiala. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He gets big! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Azar. That's Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get it through? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Defending was strong and firm. Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cruyff is offering a right smile there.
Nagatomo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Kante promptly onto that, and that is that. Hakimi. Now it's Azar. And it's Hakimi. Portugal finding their passes. And he's chosen to go back. Park Ji-sung. Portugal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Goes for goal! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Cruyff.
Manchester United really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Park Ji-sung. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Sané. Guardiola. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Van Basten. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nagatomo. Incoming delivery. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Conte. Nagatomo gets across to intercept that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he was quick to react. Portugal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now that's well seen too. Ruben Neves. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chips it through.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Out to the right. Nice interception, well timed. Ruben Neves. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. It's their second corner of the game. Good read, needed to be. Chance, surely! Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Ruben Neves. Tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Okazaki.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Nagatomo. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Lovely bit of skill. It's a good run down the left-hand side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, played right into his path. There's the shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Park Ji-sung. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. And he cuts out the supply. Hakimi. Conte. And it's Van Basten. Rijkaard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Olise. Okazaki. And it's Van Basten. And there's the end of the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Portugal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Park Ji-sung looking to penetrate opposition lines. Real chance! And he hits the net. And the second half is off to a flyer. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And here's Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Okazaki. Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He's found a way through. Olise! Well, that is one way to stop him. And a chance! It's hit the upright. Goes long and straight. And here's the chance to counter. Conte. Rijkaard. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vitinha. To Ruben Neves. Vitinha couldn't squeeze it through. Spread out to the left. And no, he's seen through all of that. Vitinha. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Rijkaard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Conte. Vitinha goes steaming forward. Vitinha. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a throw.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Musiala. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries the cross. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Ruben Neves. Doku. And here's Vitinha. That's really nicely played. Portugal are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Conte. And it's Van Basten. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Some really good ball movement.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Nagatomo. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Played out wide. Bojan Krkić running with the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's on it, can he get away? And it's made its way to him. Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. Short changes him with that pass. And that's that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. And Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football because I don't think he was playing in his career.
Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Aim forwards. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he's forced to go back. And it's with the keeper. And it's Ødegaard. Rice. Can he get on the end of this? Eze. Merino. Takes a shot! Oh, would you believe it? The most decisive of all goals. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that ends it. And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
Boom! What a performance. What
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Oh, easy pickings there. Rice did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Oh, that's a key interception. Driving forward. Hazard. Great pressure, plenty of it. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Now it's Kaka. Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. Looking for options for movement. And back to the goalkeeper. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Knocks it out wide. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here. Not the most accurate pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Nagatomo gets into some space. Terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Musiala. And it's Nagatomo. Now that's well seen too. Some good work on the right flank here. He's in a great position here. Bernardo Silva could try cutting in. He rises! Harmlessly behind. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Musiala! Now, can they get him away? Well, that has not gone well. And the pass is intercepted. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Great vision. Conte. Rijkaard. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Threads one in. Oh, it's a great ball here. Koundé gets it away. And that's been won straight back. Out to the left it goes. Like a big header! It's bounced back off the post. And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Saliba. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to thread one through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's good running with the ball. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Rijkaard. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pass somewhat off target. That is ended up in no man's land. And he thumps it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Conte. Done delicately. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's through, now is he in? And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Look. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Kaká. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And he welcomes it in. Shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Kukçu. Conte. Nicely weighted ball. Strong running down that left flank. The message is clear, none shall pass. Kante defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Kaká plays a sharp little ball here, delivered with swing. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Nice looking ball, spread neatly, stood up well to him there. Hakimi. Portugal are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half, and the score is 1-0. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nuno Mendes, Bernardo Silva chasing after it. Chu knocks it into space.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's had it nicked away. That's a little off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Conte. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through. Oh, well played. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Park Ji-sung. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. It's their second corner of the game. Here's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. In with the challenge.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the counter is on. A heavy challenge. Koundé, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Hazard will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Looking for a runner. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now that looks a decent ball. Saliba, pressing high and with purpose. Kaka. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Kaka, and he cuts out the supply. It's a really well-measured ball. Nagatomo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Van Basten. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Conte, Van Basten, Mendes spots it and intercepts.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting...
And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the... So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, not quite on the same wavelength.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Said really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Thomason. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. They've got a corner here. Camavinga is there, and he can get that clear. Tovan crossing. He's there to head it! In for the pieces! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Quarter of an hour played. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aguilar. Portugal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Aguilar. Oh, no joy this time. João Neves. Nicely weighted ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Out towards the flank. That's good play. And it's Neves. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Said. And Aguilar. Aguilar carries the ball down the right. Now it's Edouard. Tovan. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's the clearance. Thomason with the short one. Cross needs to be good. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Approaching the half-hour mark. Threads one in. And this is Van Basten. Kaká. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Referee has just said play on. Ah, he's given it away. Aguilar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Said. Drill, shot at goal! So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Gravenberg. And this is Batistuta. Knocks it out wide. And here's Kaká. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Edouard. Thauvin. Tries to pass it through. Now the delivery. Up he goes! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. Well timed, excellent interception. Thauvin. Distributed tidily. Thauvin. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Plays a sharp little ball here. Aguilar. Thomason. Said. Gagnou. Now Sarr. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Hazard. Now it's Van Basten. That's a good ball out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. There is the breakthrough. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Nagatomo made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And it's Aguilar. That's the throw. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Portugal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Thomason. Said. Batistuta is onto this.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Out to the right. Aguilar. Thomason. Cross to the back post. Oh, what a climb! Oh, off the bar! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now that's a lovely exchange. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nagatomo, it's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pings in across. Lens making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Portugal have their second corner now. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Van Basten does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good take in a good area.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's a sharp pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Tovin. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. The final 5 minutes. No outsmarting him this time. Pedri.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Portugal are running out of time to save themselves. Sotoka is wide and looking to get onto this. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
And that has been cut short. Played out to the left flank. Kaká. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Nagatomo was in no mood for any of that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Can he finish? It's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Hazard. Real chance! In he goes again. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gravenberg. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almeida. And he's picked it up out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. João Neves. Kaká can so cleverly bypass the press. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He shifted it to the flank. Jesus Vasquez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Almeida. Now that's well seen too. Oh, good-looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Portugal have it back and can go again. Thierry Correa. He's found a way through. Ball driven towards... He gets big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Kaká. Pepelu. And it's Vázquez. Almeida. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that should get the job done. Now he's got space here. Nagatomo delivers. And that has been clubbed away. No, that's been intercepted. 5 minutes till the break. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Azar, knocks it out wide. Gravenberg. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, cracking ball. Big header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Out to the right, Thierry Correa. Crunching tackle. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Chomer. Now Pepelu. Thierry Correa. And it's Van Basten. That's a good run down the left. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. Correa promptly onto that, and that is that. Pepelu. Thierry Correa. And it's Almeida. And that has been slung wide. And Almeida. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Up he goes! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He watched it all the way and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Nagatomo delivers.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Almeida. This looks promising.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thierry Correa. Hugo Duro chooses to go back, knocks it into space, in towards the back stick.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a sharp pass. Now it's Duro. Almeida goes looking wide. Crosses it in. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Almeida! Oh, crossbar! Cleared without hesitation. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out of play for a throw. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Nagatomo gets into some space. He's got tall! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Javi Guerra. Distributed tidily. He is through here! 75 minutes played. And here's Almeida. And it's Pepelu. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Out for a throw. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Batistuta. João Neves. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Kaká. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Almeida, ambitious ball here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that is expertly dealt with. Thierry Correa has found the net here, of course. Over to the other side. Danjuma. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that's a key interception. Thierry Correa. And it's Pepelu. Danjuma. Played with finesse. Chance here to counter. Gravenberg. Now it's Van Basten. Javiguera. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, what a mistake! That is lovely. He's being urged to shoot. Caresses it through. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't...